Hello children, how are you all? I hope you are happy and healthy. Children, as you all know, we are learning active and passive voice. And we have discussed yesterday active to passive voice, how to convert auxiliary, modal auxiliaries. So children, today we will be continuing the same topic. Few points were left yesterday. So we will be continuing the same topic, children. So children, let's start. Children, as we have discussed how to write auxiliary, modal auxiliaries in active to passive voice. Now here children, you can see active voice, the auxiliary plus root form of the verb we are writing in active voice. But in passive voice, we will convert the auxiliaries plus be plus past participle will be there. And now I have given few example also, that is, we ought to pay our taxes on time. Our taxes ought to be paid on time. Now here children, you can see after this ought to auxiliary, we will put be, okay, and then past participle. This is the rule of making modal auxiliaries active to passive voice, and active voice and passive voice. So children, we will be continuing the same topic, modal auxiliaries. Now in this, we will discuss how to write let. If in active voice, it is given let. So how we will write in passive voice, children? So here you can see let. Let, the word let. So how we can write in active voice let and in passive voice? So children, let's start. If sentence beginning with beginning with let. So what we will do? In active voice, if it is written, let him book the tickets. Let him book the tickets. Okay. Now this is active voice. So how we will convert in passive voice? In passive voice, what we will write? So here, let will remain same. We are going to retain the same let over here. Let the books, the tickets, because let we will retain it in the passive voice also. Similarly, as the let is beginning sentences with let in active voice. So same we will follow in this passive voice also. Let we will write again let, and then we will convert in this object to subject, subject to object. Let the tickets, now we will write let the tickets be booked by him. Be booked by him, children. Now here children, you can see again we have used be, because these are all comes in modal auxiliaries, that is why we are using over here be. Now second sentence, I will give you one more example. Let us recollect old memories. Old memories. Let us recollect old memories. Now here what we will write? Let will remain same. Let old memories be recollected. Now here children, you can see what we have done. We have only done let old memories be recollected. Okay children? So similarly we will do Many sentence if the sentence is starting with let. So let will be there as the same in the passive voice also, and after that we just zigzag the sentence. Receiver become doer become receiver, receiver become doer. Now here let old memories be collected. Be will be used over here. Now we are moving to the commands. Okay. So if the sentence in active voice and it is written in command, so how we will convert in? Okay. So commands children, as you all know, these are the orders, and this is the meaning of command. Now if in active voice it is written close the window, close the window. So what we will do here, what we will change? Now children, we will change only let we will use in commands also. Let the window be closed. Okay. Now here children, you can see over here children, close the window. Here it is command, but now in passive voice how we can convert? We just only use let the window be closed. Be we will use over here. Now I am giving you next example. If in active voice it is written the garbage throw the garbage in the dustbin. Throw the garbage in the dustbin. Now in passive voice what we will do? Okay, throw the garbage in the dustbin. So what we will do? Let we will use first. Let the garbage be thrown in the dustbin. Okay children? Simple children, only let we will use. Now let the garbage be thrown. Be thrown, third form of the verb, past participle, as you all know. Be thrown in the dustbin. Simple, just convert it and make more sentence on this commands. Okay. So now children, we will moving to next part, that is transformation of interrogative sentences. Okay, after model auxiliaries, we are going to learn how to convert active to passive voice in interrogative sentence. If the active voice is written in interrogative or you can say questions, so how we will convert? So transformation of interrogative sentence sentences into passive voice. So transformation of interrogative sentences into passive voice. Okay children? Now when interrogative sentences are changed into passive voice, their interrogative form does not change. This is the first rule. When interrogative sentences are changing into passive form, the interrogation form does not change. Means I am writing over here the first example. Did you eat the apple? Now here you can see apples. Here you can see, did you eat the apples? Here this is asked in the past tense because did is used over here. So what is the rule of converting active to passive voice in interrogative sentences? Only and only we will do auxiliary verbs. Because did is there, that is why we will use what we will use. According to the object, we will convert into was or and were. So here, because apples are there, so that is why we will use were the apples eaten by you? Eaten by you. Okay, children? Question mark will be placed. Were, because in place of did, this is written in past tense. That is why we are converting were. Why were? Because apples are there. This is plural. Okay. Eaten, past participle. And here by and you we will use. Okay. Now we are moving to the next example, second example. That is, have you washed the dishes? Have you washed the dishes? Now again question mark, but the difference is only and only have is used over here. That is why what we will do, we will just change. Have will remain same. Have the dishes. Here we will use the same rule as we are doing in the present perfect tense. So have the dishes been washed. Been washed by you. Okay, simple thing, children. You can see over here, have the dishes been washed by you? Simple. Only and only what we have done, have will be remain same, present perfect tense we are following over here. Have the dishes been washed by you? Simple. Okay, children. Now I will give you one more example. What we are going to write? Now here has and have we will use plus been. Okay. Now if the sentence is started with do, does. Okay. So does we will change into are according to the object. According to the subject we will change are, is, am, are. If it is written does, so we will convert into is, am, are. If it is written did, so we have already convert in past tense. So similarly we will do. Now if the sentence, when the question begins, when the questions begins with who, what, or which. Okay, and is changed from the active to passive voice and is changed from active to passive voice, the question word the question word is retained and a prepositional by is used. Word is retained and a prepositional preposition usually by is used. Now children, according to this rule, if your sentence is started with who, what and which, so that time what we will do? So it will remain same, but before that we will use by. Okay, preposition. So I'll give you one example for that. Okay children, now I'll give you one example. Who broke the cup? Who broke the cup? Here children, you can see this is question, and this question is started with who. Okay, now here what we have learned, who, what or which, and is changed from active to passive voice. The question word is retained. Now here you can see question word is retained and preposition usually by is used. Okay, question word will retain. In direct indirect, what we have studied? We have studied because was, if it is started with the auxiliary verb, we will use in place of that if and whether, and with the in place of did and do and does, we will use if and whether. But if this question work is there, words are there, WH words, so we are not going to change anything, because the same word will be followed in the passive voice or indirect speech also. Same here, similarly we are doing the same thing. Who broke the cup? Now what we will do? By whom? We will use by whom the cup, by whom was the cup broken. By whom the cup, by whom was the cup broken. Okay. Now here next example, this is active voice and this is passive voice. Okay children. Now if we are writing when did you complete your work? When did you complete your work? Okay, so in passive voice, what we will write? We will write when was the work completed by you children. Okay, when was the work completed by you? So children, here you can see the changes. Here we have used because it was started with who, that is why by whom was the cup broken. Now when, because of when, then we will use when was the work completed by you children. Okay children, so I hope this is clear. We will discuss, we will solve more exercises based on active and passive voice. Now children, let's solve few exercise, few active to passive voice in this form that we have learned. So children, let's start. We will learn to solve the exercises in this form if the sentence is started with WH words. So here, first is, which house did they paint? Did they paint? Okay. Now here children you can see it is written which. This is active voice. So how we will change in passive voice children? Simple, only and only because we have discussed that which will remain same, we will retain this word in the passive voice also. Then what we will do? Which house was painted by them children. Okay, this clear? Now we are moving to second number. Second number, active voice. Active voice is, when did you eat breakfast? When did you eat breakfast? Okay. Now what we will do here children in passive voice? When will remain same. So when was breakfast eaten by you children? Okay. Here you can see when was, because did here, so we will use, because this is written in the past tense, so that is why we have used over here was. Breakfast eaten, third form of the verb, past participle we are using, eaten by you. Now third number, who threw the ball? Who threw the ball at Neeta? Question is there, who threw the ball? Now what we have discussed children, in place of, because who will be remain same in the passive voice, but what we are going to use before who? By. Yes children. So by we will write first in passive voice, because we have to make this in passive. So what we will write? By whom? By whom was the ball? By whom was the ball thrown at Neeta? Thrown at Neeta. Okay. By whom was the ball thrown at Neeta? Now next, active voice. Number 4, that is, did you post the letter? Did you post the letter? Now again, we have to revise the rule. In place of did, what we will do, children? We have discussed that because this is written in the past tense, so in passive voice, what we will do? Depends on the object. So this is in singular. So that is why what we will use? Was the letter. Was the letter posted by you? Was the letter posted by you? Now children, here you can see. was the letter posted by you? Now again we are moving to the number 5. What is number 5? Does he like movies? Now here children, you can see, does he like movies? Again question mark. What we will do in the passive voice? Simple children. Does is there, that is why we have to use are. Is MR. Are the movies. Are the movies or are movies liked by him? Liked by him. Okay. Simple. Because does is written over there, that is why we have used over here are. It's depend on the object. So what is the object? What object is a plural. That is why are the movies liked by him. Now children, we will solve few more exercise we will solve, because this is very necessary for us to solve, to practice exercise by different rule. Because in grammar you can see direct, indirect was having different rule and active and passive voice having different rule. So we have to practice on that. So children, now we are moving to next example, that is did Preeti take all the books? Take all the books. Now here children, you can see in passive voice what we will do. Did is there, that is why all the books. Now here you can see subject verb agreement. Now it will become over here subject. So what we will do? Were the books taken? Okay, were the books taken by Kirat? Were all the books, you can write, all the books taken by Preeti? Question mark. Were all the books taken by Preeti? Now, next example. Does he recites poem? Does he recites poem? Does he recite poem? Poems. Okay. Does he recite poems? Now, because here you can see poem in the plural form, and here you can see does it is written over here. So what we will do? We will just change, because poems are there, that is why are the poems recited by him? See children, are the poems recited by him? Does become are because of the object. Object is plural. So here we are using the same rule, subject verb agreement. That is why we have changed over here. Are the poems recited by him? Now next, what we will do? Who composed this song? Active voice. Who composed this song? Okay children, here you can see who is in this active voice. So what we will do children? We just add by in front of who, we will write by whom. Passive voice, what we will do? By whom by whom this song was composed. Okay, who composed this song? Because this sentence is written in, you can see this is written in past tense, composed is there. Okay, that is why we have to write was. Okay, by whom this song was composed. Okay, third form we are using past participle. See, simple children. If we are revising these type of the rules, we have to practice. Otherwise, all rules will be forgotten, and at the end of the day, we cannot do the exercises and the solution properly. So, this is very, very important. Whenever you are practicing or revising any rule, you have to solve few exercises. Now here children, who composed this song? Now again, because who is used over here, that is why we have used over here by whom this song was composed. Okay children, so today we have practice and we have already discussed all the topics of active to passive voice children. So we just concluding this video. And my request is to please go through your grammar book and revise it, because all topics are important. And as you all know, we are revising in the online classes as well as in the video classes also. So this is very important because your examination is near to you, annual examination. So please children, do practice and attend the class regularly. Okay children, we will meet again. Till then, bye-bye and take care.